Good afternoon. So wonderful to see all of you here on this wonderful sunny day. I am Bridget Knutson, principal of Lakeland High School, and I would like to welcome all of you to our 2021 commencement ceremony. At this time, please give a hearty welcome to the Lakeland High School class of 2021 as we begin today's ceremony and they proceed into the stadium. Members of the Lakeland High School Band, under the direction of Mr. Robert Green, will be playing Elgar Grumman's Fanfare and Pop and Circumstance as the students proceed in. welcome again, class of 2021, to your commencement day. Before I begin, I would like to just remind everybody we do have a relief station if anybody starts to overcome by the heat. It is in the southwest corner here of the stadium. You'll see a tent. It has some red crosses on it, so we do have that available. We also have EMS on site, but please make sure you stay hydrated. I see lots of umbrellas out here. You know, it could be Michigan winter and it could be snow, and it's not, and it's a dry heat, right? At this time, I am now happy to introduce the Veterans Color Guard representing the Huron Valley American Veterans Post 2006. Please rise all for the presentation of colors. Carrying the national colors, John Robinson, former U.S. Army. Carrying the state of Michigan colors, Joe Salvia, former U.S. Army National Guard and commander of the AMVETS Post 2006. Carrying the U.S. Army branch colors, Brennan Gleason, active U.S. Army National Guard. A special surprise, as Brennan's sister Alana is in this year's graduating class. Alana did not know her brother would be here today, thinking he was deployed, so this is an extra special day for the Gleason family. Carrying the U.S. Marine Corps branch colors, Dennis Powers, former U.S. Marine. Carrying the U.S. Navy branch colors, Bonnie Wellbaum, retired U.S. Army. Carrying the U.S. Air Force branch colors, Larry Shaver, former U.S. Air Force. Carrying the U.S. Space Force colors, Bob Szymanski, former U.S. Air Force. And carrying the U.S. Coast Guard branch colors, Mike Willingantz, former U.S. Army. Please stay standing for the playing of the national anthem by the Lakeland High School Band under the direction of Mr. Robert Green. Scott Green and the band. Please stay standing as our senior class officers, President Nicole Graham, Vice President Kirsten Kirkland, Secretary Rachel Nunnold, Treasurer Morgan Smith, valedictorian Alyssa Yonker, and salutatorian Logan Weston come to the podium to lead us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. At this time, I would also like to thank the class of 2021 graduates who will be entering the armed forces, and to all veterans and current service members for your selfless service to our country and protecting our security and way of life. Your leadership and humanitarianism is appreciated and valued. Please help me in thanking our color guard for participating in our program today as they exit the stage. Again, another round of applause for our volunteer color guard representing the Huron Valley American Vets, Post 2006. Please be seated. It is with great honor that I come before you this afternoon for Lakeland High School's 46th commencement ceremony to celebrate you, the class of 2021. This special day is the culmination of 13 years of hard work for these students. It is also a major milestone in our graduates' lives and a great source of pride of all of us. I would like to, at this time, announce the Huron Valley Schools Board of Education members who are with us today to support our seniors and their families. Representing the Board of Education, Mr. Tom Weissman, President. Mr. Sean Carlson, Vice President. Mrs. Denise Forrest, Secretary. Mrs. Denise Pastana, Treasurer. And Mrs. Laura Dodd, Trustee. I would also like to introduce the school district officials who share in our students' success and work on their behalf. Dr. Paul Salah, Superintendent of Schools. Mr. John Tavernier, Assistant Superintendent of Teaching, Learning, and Technology. Mr. Jeffrey Van Gotham, Assistant Superintendent of Business and Operations. Mrs. Kim Root, Executive Director of School Safety, Communications, and Strategic Initiatives. Ms. Relisha Glover Payne, Chief Human Resources Officer. And Ms. Lena Nemeth, Director of Data Analysis and Assessment. I would also like to recognize a very important part of the Lakeland High School administrative team, Mr. Matthew Hamill, Assistant Principal, And a special mention to Detective Jessica Snow, School Resource Officer. The class of 2021 was also supported by senior class sponsors, Mrs. Mallory Ratliff and Miss Lauren Turriff, as well as the following parent sponsors, Mrs. Catherine Connaughton, Mrs. Kristen Kirkland, and Mrs. Suzanne Nunnold. And finally, I'd like to recognize our name announcers for this commencement program, Mr. Isaac Perry, Lakeland teacher and National Honor Society sponsor, and Mr. Scott Rolando, Lakeland teacher and student activities director. On behalf of the members of the class of 2021, I offer all of you sincere thanks for your support and a great respect for all you do to inspire and build futures, one student at a time. And finally, I would be remiss if I did not recognize some of the most important people here today, and that is all of you, the family members of the class of 2021, parents, grandparents, siblings, other family, and friends. Without these important people and without their love, guidance, and support in your lives, you would not be here today to receive your high school diploma. Students, at this time, please rise and give congratulations to your families who are here today. It is now my pleasure to introduce and recognize the class officers representing the class of 2021. Class Treasurer Morgan Schmidt, just stand up. Class Secretary Rachel Nunnold. Class Vice President Kirsten Kirkland. And Class President Nicole Graham. I am pleased to welcome to the podium the first speaker and class of 2021, Vice President Kirsten Kirkland, to give the welcome address. Kirsten's accomplishments at Lakeland include: she is a top 10 academic student, summa cum laude, President's Award for Educational Excellence, HVS Academic Medal, National Honor Society Vice President, AP Scholar with Distinction, Student Athlete, and Student Activities Key Award. In addition, she was involved in POMS, the Junior Optimist International Club, Link Crew, and served as Diverse Students United Secretary and National Honor Society Vice President. Kirsten's most memorable high school experience was rushing this field her junior year after Lakeland beat Milford in a 51-0 football game, and then watching the fireworks on this very same field after that game. Kirsten is the daughter of Don and Kristen Kirkland of Commerce Township. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Ms. Kirsten Kirkland.
Graduates, staff, family, welcome. We did it. We're here. In a year of never-ending disruption and obstacles, standing here today in itself is an accomplishment. I want to begin by congratulating you, graduates. This year has been nothing short of a whirlwind, with never-ending ups and downs. But despite the poor connection on Google Meet and endless quarantines, we persevered. We gather here today as Lakeland High School's class of 2021, and in a few short hours, we'll be alumni. I'm sure you all remember your first day of freshman year, the nerves that filled you as you stepped foot through the front doors of Lakeland High School. As the weeks and months passed by, we soon found our footing in this school, and Lakeland began to feel like home. Sophomore year came around, and with that came a newfound sense of confidence, as we weren't measly freshmen anymore. Then there was junior year. We were finally upperclassmen and on our way to being the big dogs of Lakeland. We almost made it through the year, but then came Friday, March 13th. The following months were full of highs and lows, but despite every single obstacle, we made it, our senior year. Although it wasn't everything most of us dreamed of, we made it the best we could. From the makeshift senior sunrise to sneaking into sporting events and even having our own bootleg prom, we overcame every barrier that tried to get in our way. If there's one positive we can take away from our final year at Lakeland, it's that each and every one of you is capable of so much more than we ever knew possible. The class of 2021 is adaptive, persistent, and determined. In a time of uncertainty, you all rose to the occasion, and I am certain you will achieve an abundance of greatness in all your future endeavors. You've worked endlessly over the past 13 years to be here today, so enjoy it. Soak it all in and celebrate. After all, you never know how quickly things can change. Thank you.
Thank you, Kirsten. It is now my honor and pleasure to bring Dr. Paul Salah, Superintendent of Huron Valley Schools, to the podium.
Parents, grandparents, loved ones, extended family, and friends. We made it. You made it, graduates. Congratulations. Let's give them a nice round of applause. As superintendent, I have the privilege of delivering a few remarks to our 2021 graduates. Last year, I delivered my congratulations to an empty room that was video recorded, and while I was hopeful that COVID would be over before school opened in August of 2020, we all know that that did not happen. We've had to pivot, adapt. We've had to remain agile. We've had to be flexible. We've had to stretch our creative energies to navigate the school year, our relationships, our work life, and overall, the experiences in a way that we never thought would be imaginable. And yet, you all sit here today getting ready to walk across the stage. When we started this year, I said to my administrative team, I said to them, you will be remembered this year forever in terms of how you lead and how you conduct yourselves. Graduates, there are moments in each of our lives that are defining. There are moments that when people recall who we are, they think of those specific situations. President Abraham Lincoln was known for many things, but one quote that I would like to lift today from him is that life is hard, but it is oh so beautiful. So my question for you today, seniors, is one final reflection activity. What have you learned about the defining moments of this past year? Life has been hard, but what beauty have you found? You have lived through a once-in-a-generation experience. What beauty have you found in the midst of that storm? What have you discovered about yourselves? How will it change you for the better? How will you overcome the adversities and challenges that perhaps some of you are probably feeling at this very moment? You see, life is full of situations that we cannot predict. It's packed full of hardship and obstacles that stand in the way of our dreams and our hopes and our wishes and our expectations for what we think life should be. But the true test of a person's character is how they handle those circumstances while in the middle of the storm. And mind you, you have lived through a very, very long storm. So no one is perfect. I mean, Lord knows we all make mistakes, but what you learn along the journey and how you improve is what really matters as a human being. You likely do not know this about me because I don't often share this story with many people. My parents, they immigrated to the United States in the late 60s and early 70s. My dad, he came first as a teenager, a little younger than all of you. His family, they fled tremendous stress and adversity on the heels of a war-torn country. I'm often told by my dad that his 8 siblings, his mom and his dad, when they came to the country, they had about $20 to their name. They arrived in the U.S. at that point, and my mom, she immigrated a few years later at the ripe old age of 17 when she married my dad. Yep, I have a 17-year-old daughter at home, and the thought of her being married right now blows my mind. So that's just not going to happen for a little bit. My mom, she didn't have an opportunity to finish high school like all of you today. She had me when she was about 19 years old. She couldn't speak the language all that well when she first came to the country. But my parents, they're really good people. And they love me, they love my brother, they love my sister very much. But despite the fact that they loved us, they really didn't have a clue how to navigate schools in America. They didn't understand nuances of the culture or how things were done. School was really tough for me growing up. I was held back, actually, as a second grader. That was an awful feeling at the time. I remember locking myself in my room on the last day of school and frankly feeling a little embarrassed and quite mortified that I wouldn't be moving on with my friends. It took me a while, but eventually I figured it out. Like many teenagers, I often blame my parents for not knowing how to navigate the schools and the culture of our country, but I'll tell you, as a middle-aged man who has reflected for years about my upbringing and who I am as a person, I recognize that my parents taught me some things that were absolutely essential in life, and I want to share some of that with you. The first thing, they taught me to always listen and try my best to do what is right by others. And to me, that meant that giving people the benefit of the doubt and always assuming that there was positive intent and trusting people until they gave me a reason not to trust. And they taught me to be kind even when I didn't necessarily want to be. And I used that skill quite often throughout this past year. They taught me that if you can find a win for as many people as possible, then you're likely to keep the peace and do what's right by others. Which means doing your best to do what is right, to seek solutions, and to talk through the why as much as possible, because even when somebody doesn't disagree with you, they have a right to understand the why. They taught me that working harder than anyone else is absolutely essential to success. When I was about 4 or 5, we lived in a less than desirable area in Cleveland, Ohio, where my mom and dad owned a party store. And in the front of the building was the store, and in the back was our living quarters. Now, I'll just tell you, it was a pretty tough neighborhood for a 4 or 5-year-old to grow up. My parents taught me that more than school could ever really teach me. And that was, regardless of the circumstances, you can build something from nothing. So my parents went on to buy a restaurant in Southfield after saving every dollar that they have. And when they sold that restaurant, I was about 16. And my mom, she took a job working in retail, and my dad, he got his heating and cooling license and went to work for Lear Corporation. They retired this year in Plymouth. They have a beautiful home. They have no debt. They have a good marriage. They still love me. They love my brother. They love my sister. And so from my house to yours, take these words of wisdom I share with you today. Work hard. Seek a win for as many people as possible, and do right by others. It's actually harder than you might think. So class of 2021, COVID-19 does not define your high school career. What you learned along the journey, the relationships you established, the love of your family and friends, and what you do with your life defines the people you will become. I'm proud of each and every one of you, and I wish you the best in all of your endeavors. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Dr. Salah. Following tradition, the valedictorian represents the top academic student in the graduating class. I am proud to welcome to the podium the top-ranked student in Lakeland's class of 2021, your valedictorian, Alyssa Yonker. Alyssa's accomplishments at Lakeland include summa cum laude, President's Award for Educational Excellence, HVS Academic Medal, National Honor Society Treasurer, AP Scholar with Distinction, Scholar Athlete, All Academic Scholar Athlete Award, and WXYZ Brightest and Best. In addition, during her time at Lakeland, Alyssa was a 3-year varsity volleyball athlete, a 4-year varsity softball athlete, vice president of the Junior Optimist International Club, treasurer of National Honor Society, and executive board member and social media manager of DECA. She also received the Daughters of the American Revolution Good Citizen Award and was a DECA state finalist, DECA Emerging Leader Honor Award, and DECA Leadership Academy attendee. She is truly a well-rounded young woman. Alyssa will be attending Purdue University in the fall, where she plans to major in integrated business and engineering. She is the daughter of Carrie and Ken Yonker of Commerce Township. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Miss Alyssa Yonker, whose speech is titled, very appropriately, Unprecedented Times.
Hello, families, friends, and most importantly, the graduates of Lakeland's class of 2021. I am so glad that we could all be together to celebrate our great accomplishments today. While sitting on a hot turf football field, to be handed a piece of paper after 13 years of school may not have been how you envisioned graduation, I am glad that we persevered and made it happen during a crazy year none of us could have imagined. I want to start by sharing how much I hate the words unprecedented times. Everything this year was unknown, and everyone felt the need to remind us. We get it. I have to wear a mask to school and cannot lick the doorknobs. Don't remind me. This year was very interesting, though, being online. I can barely work my own computer, yet we needed to be able to go on the live stream of our classes, simultaneously type our assignments, and not get distracted by our pets at home. I can tell you right now, if you ever saw my camera off in class, I was most likely making myself a snack or playing with my dogs in another room. To those of you who are still working from home, the excuse of your internet cutting out is a really good one to use. Probably not the best thing to hear from the valedictorian, but hey, it's the truth. While the pandemic has been awful for obvious reasons, there is still some light in this dark situation. These unprecedented times have taught me a lot, and I'm sure you, my peers, feel the same way. We persevered through the senioritis that worsened every day during virtual school. We worked on our assignments at home alone for the first time ever. Not having collaboration in the classroom or a teacher sitting a couple feet away from you was a difficult adjustment to make, yet we did it. Some of us participated in different sports, clubs, and other groups throughout the pandemic. While it was not easy, we managed to accomplish so much throughout the year. We learned a lot about ourselves, sitting at home with no social interaction for many months. Yet, we were able to come back together stronger than ever to finish off our senior year. Clubs got to meet, seasons were played, and many of us gave back to our community. While we persisted through the Hunger Games of getting quarantined, I can wholeheartedly say that we should all be proud of what we have accomplished in this hectic year. These unprecedented times prepared us for the future we have ahead. Whether it is attending college, boiler up, enrolling in a trade school, joining the military, or starting with our careers immediately after high school, we will all be stepping into the unknown just as we did this year. If you would have told my freshman self that I would be stuck in my basement for my senior year, I never would have believed you. Nobody would have. I had everything planned out. I was prepared for cheering in the front row of the student section, finally winning the reg pep assemblies, and standing within 6 feet of my friends. Well, there was a wrench that was the size of a boulder, that was on fire, and probably had metal spikes attached to it thrown into these plans. We were still able to have a great senior year, which is all that matters. Stepping out of graduation today, none of us have a set plan for the future. Some of us may believe that we have it all figured out, but we don't. Life always throws a curveball, but I know we will still be able to knock it out of the park. We will overcome obstacles, adapt to new situations, and land on our feet just as we did this year. As a class who was able to accomplish so much in a year that was against us, I can confidently say that we will all be okay. Things will work out for each and every one of us, even when we do not believe that they will. If we believe in ourselves and trust the process, we will all do great things. As I wrap things up, I would like to share a quick story. As some of you may know, I am a very competitive person. Whether it is winning district championships, 2 times may I add, or racing the clock to get to school on time, I give it my all to win. When I was a freshman and found out there was this cool award of being valedictorian, I came home all excited to tell my parents about it and how I was planning to win. If there is a competition I can be first in, I will dedicate myself to win that award. My dad laughed and shook his head when I told him, partly because he knew I was serious and he likes to fuel my competitive spirit like that. He mentioned to me that I should lower my expectations a little. "Oh, just get a B your freshman year. It'll be so much easier that way," he said. Look at me right now, Dad. How did that work out? I do owe a lot to my dad, though. From cutting apple slices to teach me fractions or quizzing me for tests, he helped me become the student that I am today, and I cannot thank him enough. Just as I cannot thank Lakeland enough. To the staff who has helped me reach my goals along the way, and my peers who have made lasting memories with me, thank you for the best past 4 years. It has been an absolute honor to speak in front of you all today as the class of 2021's valedictorian. Go Eagles!
Thank you, Alyssa. The salutatorian represents the second highest achieving academic student in the graduating class. It is now my pleasure to welcome class of 2021 salutatorian Logan Weston to the podium. Logan's accomplishments at Lakeland include summa cum laude, President's Award for Educational Excellence, HVS Academic Medal, National Honor Society, and AP Scholar with Distinction. In addition, Logan has been active in both the National Honor Society and Junior Optimist International clubs at Lakeland. He has been awarded the Honors College State Scholarship and Michigan Resident Scholarship, and he has been accepted into the Honors College at Michigan State University, where he plans to study business management. Logan is the son of Jennifer and Will Weston of Commerce Township. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Logan Weston, whose speech is titled Persistent Perseverance.
Hello, and welcome to everyone who is here today, including faculty, board members, parents, friends, and others, as the more than 330 graduating students of the class of 2021 at Lakeland have finally reached the end to a seemingly endless journey. Well, we did it. We made it through every school day, with each one feeling as though it could have been a perfect skip day. Some of you potentially even thought today could have been one of those days. We finally reached the end of this suffering, at least until the end of summer. I say this because while I do not know what each and every one of you are going to do with your time subsequent to graduation, I do know that high school has taught myself and each and every one of you graduating today a very important lesson: the importance of perseverance. As everyone here today is well aware, we've had a very interesting experience over the last 15 months that I do not need to go into detail about. But I know that even beyond the students here today, we have all had to modify our lifestyles and persevere to make it through the obstacles no one saw coming. Focusing on this class, we have had a mixture of different circumstances come our way, all of which were out of our control, but we continued to persevere. While we did not receive a traditional school year with all the normal events as we normally picture them, we did not let this hinder our ability to learn and grow. Look at us. We're all standing here today about to receive our diplomas in a situation I am confident no one in Lakeland history has had to endure. I think it's even fair to say we're probably the greatest class in Lakeland history from these circumstances. Aside from this, it was the determination to put aside our challenges and push through that is ultimately going to shape each and every one of you. Whether you go into college, trade school, the military, or simply get a job out of high school, the hard work you all showed during your time during high school, even to graduation today, has taught you how your effort level will open doors to allow you to reach your dreams in life. And that is a fact. As you have all probably heard before, while you cannot control your situation, the one thing you can control is what you do. This is true of all of you. If you are willing to put in the effort and persevere, you are going to see the results you want. I can promise you that no matter what your dreams are. You all stand here after finishing the first race of the several in your lifetime. You and everyone in America who is graduating is at the same starting line for this next race. You have the opportunity to choose the direction of your future, regardless of your decisions in high school. So work hard towards your future goals and desires. Persevere until you have no regrets about your effort towards your dreams. While there will be mistakes and unforeseen hurdles along the way, hopefully not another COVID, stay the course and you will reach your destination. With all this being said, I want you all to take time to reflect on your experiences during grade school. Cherish all the good times and learn from the bad times, but be excited for what is to come. You are all capable of great things, and I could be not more proud than to represent such an amazing class of students. Thank you very much, and go Eagles!
Thank you, Logan. This time, after hearing these speeches from three of our student leaders, I want to take a moment to recognize the Lakeland staff who are here today, because it is with a lot of hard work and tears and effort that our staff worked through this year to help our students and guide them. And at this time, Lakeland staff, could you just please rise and be recognized? Thank you. Before we move on to our last student speaker, I would like to recognize and applaud you, the class of 2021. While each one of you is unique and has had your own individual experience during your time here at Lakeland, we are all here today to celebrate this group. Because if you come away with anything today, it is that we, all of us, are Lakeland. All of us. On the great seal of this great country reads a Latin phrase, e pluribus unum, which means from many, one. You have all come together here at Lakeland High School from many different places and experiences, but now you will forever be a Lakeland Eagle and a part of the Lakeland family. A school is only a building, brick and mortar, just like you see on the other side of the stadium in the new construction, until people, you, us, come together to make it what it is. And all of you have played a role in who we are as a school. At this time, students, please stand up if you were involved in any specialized academic program, either at Lakeland or a satellite campus like ACE, AP program, Grad Alliance, OSTC, dual enrollment. If you were involved in one of those academic programs, please stand up. Thank you. Now, I would like you to stand if you have ever been at Lakeland High School involved in any kind of school club, group, or any kind of activity at Lakeland High School, whether that's a dance, whether that's working with some community service outside of Lakeland. If that is you, stand up and be recognized. Thank you. And graduates, I think some of you are going to get a workout with this little segment. If any of you were involved in any of our athletic programs from 9th grade through 12th grade, please stand up and be recognized. Thank you. And now I would like you to stand up if you were involved in any of our art classes, art programs, or performing arts programs like theater, choir, band, at any point at your time at Lakeland. Please stand up and be recognized. Thank you. As you can see, there is no doubt that we are Lakeland and we are stronger together. Today, you've heard some important words from your classmates that I hope will resonate with you. Kirsten talked about trying to find the positive, no matter how dire things may seem. She told you how you are capable of so much more than you realize. Alyssa spoke about the inevitable curveball life throws at us, encouraging you to take these hurdles, oops, I'm mixing my sports metaphors, as a challenge to rise to your best. Logan reminded us that you should never stop persevering and always embrace life's challenges. And I, as your principal, want to challenge you to live beyond the highlight reel. What do I mean by that, the highlight reel? We live in a world seemingly dominated by social media, where the focus is often on presenting only the highlights of one's life. That one perfect picture, that one witty phrase, that one drop the mic moment. In his book, The Road to Character, David Brooks writes that the social media maven spends their time creating a self-caricature, a much happier and more photogenic version of real life. The result of this is that people start comparing themselves to other people's highlight reels. And doing this is unfair. It's unfair to ourselves. We live in a society that encourages us to have a great career, but doesn't often address how important it is to cultivate our inner life. The noise of all of this shallow communication, and it is very surfacey, makes it harder to hear the quiet sounds that emanate from the depths. You may remember the saying, "Still waters run deep." We live in a culture that teaches us to promote and advertise ourselves. Does cultivating our brand ring a bell with anybody? And while that can be important, it doesn't necessarily encourage all of the skills that build strong character. To be humble, to be sympathetic, and to be honest with ourselves and with others. And sometimes you just need to unplug and get away from the noise so you can cultivate your own garden. So as you move forward as graduates of Lakeland High School, I challenge you to live beyond the highlight reel. There is so much more for you to explore, to discover, and to cherish moving forward. And always remember the words of Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. And you can never be wrong if you choose what is right. Congratulations, class of 2021. And without further ado, I am pleased to welcome to the podium the final speaker and class of 2021 president, Nicole Graham, to deliver the farewell address. Following 46 years of tradition at Lakeland High School, every year before the presentation of diplomas, the senior class president addresses the senior class one last time in the farewell address. Nicole's accomplishments at Lakeland are many and include being a top 10 academic student, summa cum laude, President's Award for Educational Excellence, HVS Academic Medal, National Honor Society, AP Scholar with Honor, and Scholar Athlete. In addition to being involved in National Honor Society, she was involved in Link Crew and Diverse Students United, in addition to being a varsity gymnastics team member where she earned all-state recognition and all-conference honors, as well as participating in track and field. Nicole has served as class president all 4 years. That is an accomplishment and a testament to your faith, class of 2021, in her leadership abilities. She's going to be attending Wayne State University in the fall, go Warriors, where she has earned an academic merit scholarship and plans to major in global studies and social impact. Nicole is the daughter of Aaron and Susan Graham of White Lake Township. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Miss Nicole Graham.
Hello! I hope everyone is doing well today on this beautiful final day of high school. But today, I'm not going to talk about topics that ask for unrealistic expectations and standards from us. In our society, we have a tendency to push the grind only and work hard mentality, an expectation that makes people push themselves too far in the name of achieving success and reaching their goals. Without even realizing it, this kind of mindset tends to set people up for failure and prevents them from trying new things because they fear of making a mistake. Instead, we should be pushing the mentality of allowing ourselves to not be perfect, allowing ourselves to make mistakes, allowing ourselves to take breaks in order to learn, grow, and adapt to become stronger, better people. For example, when I was a freshman, I walked into those doors of Lakeland High School with this kind of work hard mentality. I wanted to join everything. I wanted to be a part of it all. So I did. And well, how did that work out for me? I had 12 to 14-hour days with little time to take care of myself. I was consistently overextending myself because I thought I had to constantly work in order to look good for colleges and to be perceived as a role model. Unfortunately, when junior year hit, I was finally burnt out from the immense amount of stress and work that I put on myself over those past 2 years. During this time, I was always exhausted and I found myself unable to give my best effort anymore. But once COVID hit, all of a sudden my responsibilities were limited. I was finally able to work on myself and give myself the necessary breaks in order to reset myself. Once I realized I made the mistake of pushing myself too far, I was able to create a schedule that allowed me to do my activities, as well as take the time I needed to relax. I learned from the mistakes I made. I learned to take it slow. I learned to adapt and move forward with a stronger, more positive frame of mind. So, always remember that it's okay to make mistakes. The important thing is that you learn from them. You become a better person. The world, in fact, depends on people making mistakes, and the world cannot move on without people learning to grow and adapt. So my advice to you is when you embark on your new journey in life, don't forget to mess up every now and then. So with that being said, pat yourself on the back, class of 2021. You should be so proud of yourself for making it here. I'm proud of you. Our class has really been through a lot with living and trying to navigate life through a pandemic. We were stripped of many things and had to endure many inconsistencies, and of course, many mistakes were made. So being here today represents your strength. But we can't forget that today is our farewell to the school, to each other, to our childhood. It's been a long 4 years with each other. And I hope that all of you will find what you are looking for, whatever that may look like. And I hope that you look back in your time as a student at Lakeland High School and you slightly smile to yourself about the person you once were, the memories you once made, and the journey that now lies ahead. Thank you for an incredible senior year, and it is with great pride that I can now present you as graduates of Lakeland High School.
At this time, senior class sponsors, teacher sponsors, could you come to the front? As principal of Lakeland High School, it is my honor to state publicly that I certify that each member of the class of 2021 whose name is about to be announced has met all of the graduation requirements established by the Huron Valley Schools Board of Education and the state of Michigan. Reading the names signifies that you have received your diploma and are a graduate of the Huron Valley Schools and Lakeland High School. Mr. Perry and Mr. Rolando will now take over the program and announce the names, while members of the Board of Education will be presenting the diplomas.
Alyssa Ann Yonker. Logan Samuel Weston. Nicole Erin Graham. Kirsten Sophia Kirkland. Rachel Suzanne Nunnell. Morgan Elise Schmidt.
Ryan Lorne James Abry. Kiana Nicole Aguilar. Stuart Patricio Aguirre Boyd. Ritaj P. Alfrigi. Kyle Robert Allen. Andrew James Allendorf. Ashley Renee Andre. Madison Lee Antilla. Owen Charles Arnold. Brian Jude Artrip. Jenna K. Bear. Trevor John Baert.
Excellent job. Congratulations.
Griffin Charles Baker. Matthew McKinley Barr. Caden Daniel Bates. Maxwell Mark Began. James Lawrence Beam.
Tabitha Lynn Beacon. Jamie Ann Beller. Thomas Joseph Bentley. McKenna Jane Bergman. Justin Blake Bidwell. Trinity Christine Biles. Brooke Elizabeth Bishop. Hunter Joseph Boughton. Julia Grace Bowen. Savannah Sky Boringer. Logan Pierce Brannick.
Another picture here, Logan. Congratulations.
Griffin Jeffrey Bristow.
Now we got another one here, Griffin. Right here. Congratulations. Great job. Yep.
Kyle Matthew Brown.
Kyle, I got another picture right here. Congratulations.
Caitlin Marie Brown.
Halfway, and congratulations. We got a picture right here.
Devin Tyler Bruins.
We're going to go up halfway. Another picture, Devin. Right here. Congratulations.
Sarah Elizabeth Bucky.
Sir.
Nathan William Buckley.
Nathan, congratulations. We got a picture right here. All right. Can I make it official? Nice, great. Congratulations.
Brent Carl Berman. Aiden Julius Colma.
Congratulations, Aiden. We have another picture right here. Congratulations. All set. Thank you.
Emma Claire Camp.
Congratulations, Emma. We have a picture right here. Congratulations.
Reese Bennett Camp.
Reese, congratulations. We have a picture right here.
Taylor Ann Campbell.
Congratulations, Taylor. We have a picture right here. Congratulations.
Allie Lauren Carlson.
Congratulations. Picture right here. Got it.
Colin John Carlson.
Congratulations. Picture right here. There you go.
Alexis Roxanne Clayton. Kara Elizabeth Cohen. Libby Eliza Cohen. Dale Richard Cole III. Kyle Carlos Coleman. Caroline Marie Knaughton. Kayla Marie Cooper. Nathan Andrew Crawford. Chloe Addison Cummings. Caden Jacob Davis. Brett Nicholas Dennis.
Luke Ronald Dittman. Heather Sky Dahl. Colin McAllister Doyle. Mackenzie Elizabeth Doyle. Dominic Stephen Dreyer. Parker Douglas Eder.
Zoe Alexandra Eastlick.
Emily Maria Edgering. Shane Michael Els. Paige Alexandria Elwood. Brody Eric Anderson. Antonio Escobar Mexicano. Ava Marie Fitzgerald. Katie Lynn Flowers. Rachel Elaine Fogelman. Alexa Mariana Folmart. Jack Allen Friday.
Another Bronco. Another Bronco.
Nicholas Avery Furlot. Sergio Gomez Jr. Nevea Marie Garcia. Fernando Raul Garcia Alvarez. Gavin Robert Garrett. Lillian Elaine Garrett. Jonah Daniel Garza. Maxim Cooper Geis. Michael Alexander George. Caitlin Marie Gibson. Basim Avdi Jokai. Alana Marie Gleason. Maria Ophelia Godoy Tello. Maya Ann Gomez. Jaslyn Elizabeth Gottschalk. Brianna Grannon. Sarah Elizabeth Graves.
Samantha Sabrina Green. Abby Catherine Grillo. Garrett Patrick Geist. R.S. Munther Juliana. Jennifer Elizabeth Hahn. Austin James Hardenberg. Madeline Roselle Hare. Faith Eunice Hashman. Bram Thomas Hendrickson. Jack David Haycoop. Kaylee Diane Hohenschied. Luke Morris Hohenschied. Seth James Holcomb. Lucas Allen Hopkins. Avery Peyton Hopper. Lauren Elizabeth Horak. Madison Rose Howard.
Congratulations, you have all the things. Let's look at the camera. Very nice.
Nicholas Michael Robsky.
Congratulations. Very good. Congratulations.
Alexa Margaret Hunt.
Congratulations. Very good. Congratulations.
Abigail Marie Iverson.
Very nice. Congratulations.
Daniel Andrew Iser. Alexis Marie Iliadis. Kira Rochelle Yavelli. Chaz Noble Gilbert. Jacob Riley Jacks.
Congratulations. Right here.
Lindsay Noel James.
Congratulations. Look right here.
Justin Thomas Jankowski.
Congratulations. Wait. We've got a picture.
Ashton Ronald Theodore Jernigan.
Congratulations. Look right here.
Diego Yahel Jimenez.
Congratulations. Look right here. Congratulations.
Benjamin Scott Johnson.
Congratulations. Look right here.
Zane Allen Jones.
Congratulations. Look right here.
Dionysia Diana Karageorgis.
Congratulations.
Carly Sienna Gianna Karashevitz.
Congratulations.
Joshua Charles Hall. Maxwell Dennis Kelly.
William Dallas Kleckner. Natalie Amanda Kosis.
Congratulations. You're going to look here.
Alex Robert Colasa.
Congratulations. You're going to look right here.
Connor John Casidlo.
Congratulations. You're going to look right here.
Mackenzie Angela Casonis. Michael Foster Krajinka.
Congratulations. Stop. You're going to here. Here. Hold.
Aiden Wyatt Kraus.
Good job. Look right here.
Jaden Juan Kraus.
Come back. You got to be right here. There you go.
J. Scott Kunzelman.
Congratulations. You're going to look right here.
Jacob Bradley Joseph Laframboise.
Congratulations. You're going to look right here.
Jasmine Lima Lancaster.
Congratulations. You're going to look right here. You did great.
Kayla Ann Lance.
Congratulations. You're going to look right here.
Gwen Amore Langley.
Congratulations. You're going to look right here for your picture.
Bradley LeBlanc Wakefield. Alexa Shannon Lease. Casey Elizabeth Leeds. Ian McLeod Leonard. Brock Vincent List.
Tristan Tyler Looney. Ariita Lika. Tyson Everett Lovejoy. Michael Joseph Lowe. Devin John McDonald. Kayla Marie McLean.
Congratulations. We're taking a picture right here. All right. He's going to give us a click. There you go.
Lucas Michael Maddock. Grace Elizabeth Mahaney. John Glenn Meyer. Shelton Howard Manley III. Connor Jack Manquin. Dylan Daniel Marco. Dylan Ronald Martin. Emily Elizabeth May. Bradley Ryan McCormick. Isabella Ray McCrum. Bradley William McDonald.
Ian Thomas McDonald. Faith Angela McGraw. Gabriel Ireland McGugan. Gavin Michael Meehan. Daniel Joseph Menzel. Nathan Matthew Millen. Alyssa Nicole Miller. Hannah Marie Miller. Sophia Clarissa Miller. Wayne Anthony Miller II. Ethan Oscar Montgomery. Nicolina Josephine Moore. Tyler James Moore. Mackenzie Lynn Moss. Annabelle Kate Mowers. Rachel Lauren Mueller. Bailey Marie Musinski. Kate Ellie Norick. Aria Eve Novello.
Daisy Nunez. Riley Michael Palmer. Ethan Roosevelt Parker. Riley Jean Parton. Corbin Christopher Halls. Jackson Joseph Percy. Michelle Kathy Perez. Alexandra Michelle Perry. William Norman Petersmark. Got it. McKenna Nicole Phillips. Charles Michael Prater. Luke Daniel Przworski. Jessica Lynn Rabel. Nicholas Edwin Rakestraw.
Megan Luis Ramos. Ava Kimberly Catherine Rathwell. Emmett Brandon Reamer. Jacob Michael Rendy. Isabella Marie Rendero. Natalie Rose Rybkowski. Luke Thomas Riedel. Alana Shar Ripin. Ian Frederick Robbins. Kevin Joseph Roman. Logan James Rogers. Andrea Valeria Rosa Colon. Jacob Roger Roskamp. Jacob David Rausch. Joshua Patrick Rahukia. Aiden William Sanders. Alexander Michael Santana. Matilde Sardi. Emma James Salsky. Ashley Elizabeth Scarneggi.
Sydney Ann Schnarr. Austin Garrick Schneider. Hal Finn Schnell. Justin Thomas Schaff. Ella Ann Scott. Lucia Serrano Blasquez. Carly Nicole Sessions. Callie Lynn Shanahan. Sophia Elizabeth Shaw. Carson Joseph Shefferly. Michael Lane Sherrill. Logan Michael Schindorf. Jacob Michael Sievers. Emma Marie Sievert. Dante Tayshawn Simmons. Travis Joseph Simon. Alexa Lauren Senadinos.
Thomas James Patrick Sisk. Lauren Elizabeth Scrobat. Kale Michael Slating. Dominic James Sloan. Shay Patricia Smalley. Adam Paul Smith. Blake Anthony Smith. Kaylee Carol Smith. Mia Kennedy Sokolowski. Maya Gabrielle Summers. Isabella Ann Serrano. Austin Doyle Spring. Marissa Ann Stapleton. Claire Elizabeth Stevenson. Alexa Christine Staranek. Kyle Stoney. Evan Thomas Sermon. Aiden James Sweeney. Jordan Paige Scheibik.
Serena Anastasia Taggart. Tyrus Stewart Thorell. Mark Eldon Tingle. Austin Tyler Teshuden. Emma Jean Turton. Wyatt David Lamarb Ulam. Skylar Alexa Urbane. Joalis Marie Vasquez Roman. Taylor Lynn Verstrate. Danny Elizabeth Vincent. Alaris Emmanuel Jamal Wade Jr. Sarah Nicole Walter. Angelina Maria Warner.
Go, Lena!
Chelsea Lena Weatherford. Bryn Susan Wenger. Jacob Robert Worth.
Brooke Elizabeth White. Derek Ryan Wilder. Emily Claire Whitcop. Mac Gordon Woody. Shannon Kelly Wiley. Lydia Gloria Youssef. Danielle Christina Zalupski. Matthew Frank Zarimba. Kyle Alexander Zavinsky. Joel Benjamin Zimmerman.
One more round of applause for our class of 2021 graduates. All right. Okay. Whew. It is my honor and duty as your principal to announce and confirm that you are official graduates of Lakeland High School. As our newest alumni, I'd like you to always remember that we are Lakeland, and once an eagle, always an eagle. At this time, we have our class officers, valedictorian and salutatorian before you on the stage one last time to lead you in the moving of the tassel. Class of 2021, please rise. Traditionally, it is symbolic and fitting for all graduates to participate in this final act, moving your tassel from the right to the left, signifying your graduation. Graduates on stage, please grasp your tassel with your right hand. Those of you also, right hand, ready? Okay. When I count to 3, you're going to move your tassel from the right side to the left side of your cap to make it official as 2021 graduates of Lakeland High School. Are you ready? All right. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, class of 2021. At this time, once you get your caps back, we are going to have our senior class sponsors lead you for the recessional. So you'll need to stay in your seats and then they'll lead you out. We're going to start with you folks here.